Hello again. I have Elizabeth with me today, and she is going to blow out 2 of our candles to start off. Elizabeth, would you blow our 2 candles out?
Which ones?
Any ones but the red one.
Okay.
And okay, perfect. Thank you so much. All right, so we often, when we've done these candle type things, especially as the kids were younger, but we had lots of fights over who would get to blow out candles and things like that. So you could come up with a rotation if you have multiple kiddos that are interested in blowing out candles, just to plug. Okay, so we are on day 3 of Holy Week. We had on Sunday, Palm Sunday, we started out celebrating Jesus' entry into Jerusalem. And yesterday we talked about how he entered into the temple and he overthrew the money changers that were in the temple that were blocking folks from coming to really worship the Lord. And today we are I've got some oil here that's kind of representing perfume, some very expensive perfume. And I'm gonna read this story first. Now, when Jesus was at Bethany in the house of Simon the leper, a woman came up to him with an alabaster flask of very expensive ointment, and she poured it on his head. I'm gonna pour it for you guys because I just think it's so cool. Okay. And when the disciples saw it, they were indignant, saying, "Why this waste? For this could have been sold for a large sum and given to the poor." But Jesus, aware of this, said to them, "Why do you trouble the woman? For she has done a beautiful thing to me. For you always have the poor, but you will not always have me. In pouring this ointment on my body, she has done it to prepare me for the burial. Truly I say to you, wherever this gospel is proclaimed in the whole world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her." And that's what we're doing right now. We're telling it in memory of her. So I'm gonna add my oil to my centerpiece here and remember this woman that Jesus wants us to remember. And I think about how she was willing to give up something so valuable to her, to the Lord, really in worship of him again. And I wonder what that valuable thing would be in our lives. And it may be several things, right? What is most valuable to you? Is it something in your room? Is it an actual thing? Is it something that you get to do? Some of you are having to give up, or we all are having to give up quite a few things that we probably really love, that are very valuable to us right now. In a lot of ways, because God is sovereign, we get the opportunity to give those over to him in worship. So as you go about your day, or maybe as you're falling asleep tonight, or eating dinner with your family, maybe ask your parents or your brother or sister what is most valuable to them, and be willing for them to ask you the same question. And if you're willing to give it to God, not that he's going to ask you for it, but are you willing, like this woman in Bethany, to give over what is most valuable to you to the one that can be trusted with our very lives.